Hello everyone, I have a few minutes before I have to head out the door, but I wanted to show you guys a few little tricks with some herbs that you can grow on your own or pick up in the store. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, thank you for joining me. My name is Amber and I'm a single mom of one, and I'm just trying to do all the things possible to save money and to live healthier. So if you like this kind of content, follow me on my journey. It's only going to get better from here. That being said, let's get to it. I have herbs that I have used basically all the way through. I'm saving what is edible from the tops that has dried out. And what I'm going to do with the bottom here, I'm actually going to pull them out and then replant some more herbs with some seeds that I currently have. These are ones that I got on Amazon. I can put the link down below if you would like. I want to do some basil for sure. It just comes in like a big pack. I like drying out my own herbs. 2 different types of basil. I think this is, this is Thai basil. And these are all USDA organic. Parsley, cilantro, thyme, lavender. I should actually do some of lavender. Dill. I used a lot of dill last year for pickling, so that's going to be a good summer one as well. And then I have sage. I have sage outside, so I think I'm going to wait on that. And dill. I'm going to wait on those. I use thyme a lot, so I think I'm going to do that. Cilantro, parsley for sure. And then I think I'm going to do basil. So all 4 of these, without a doubt, I'm going to do those. Rosemary I also have outside in zone 5B Iowa. And that comes back if you have it in a pot and everything goes well. I've had that the last couple of years. And rosemary in ground also comes back very prolific if you want it to and you take good care of it. So these ones are good ones to start with. I use these all the time. Basil, cilantro, parsley, and thyme all the time. So I'm going to show you quick what I plan on doing. So you know how you get these, I don't know if you've ever seen these at Walmart or in your grocery store, just little herbs. They're pretty big and they usually have plastic on them. I have used them all. I actually made bone broth and I used the last of what I had that wasn't dried out. Since I'm in zone 5B Iowa, I've taken the stuff that I can use and I'm going to save that for more bone broth, but I'm going to take out the root here as best as I can. Even if it's root bound, you can still like break up the root. Here, I'm going to try to move this. I'm going to show you 1, maybe 2, and kind of go from there. So this root right here, I'm going to actually put in a separate container. 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to take this root and either bigger pieces, try to take off as much dirt as I can. And this root, like these little things will end up dissolving, I guess, or getting reused, repurposed into the soil again. And I use this with like every plant, because if you know me, I plant all of my plants outdoors in containers because I am in like a townhome style apartment. So these roots right here, I will just break them up. So as I was doing this, my brain was scattered. I am contemplating on, should I clean these containers? Which I end up doing. However, I really was thinking in the back of my mind, I should probably sanitize the soil. It's a technique that I've never heard about before, being, kind of a new gardener. And I completely disregard and scrap everything and check the containers. And then I do end up sanitizing the soil. And you'll see here in a second why I end up doing that. So quickly, I want to share with you something I found while I was doing this. So good thing I just mentioned about sanitizing your soil, because when I was taking out one of these, I think it was thyme, and I saw a gnat, and like a fruit fly almost type thing. So what sanitizing your soil will do is it will kill like any remaining gnats, and all you do is get boiling hot as you can water, and then pour it over and then stir it around. And look at this. I don't know if you can see this, but this is actually mold growing. And that is not, I mean, that is all the way far down deep. So I'm going to quickly wash these with hot soapy water, more than I had anticipated. And then I'm going to reuse these. So I'll be right back. So hot water, as hot as you can stand it with your hands, or boiling hot water will work best when sanitizing your soil. You want to make sure that it's cooled down enough to put back in your containers. These I'm putting in the compost bin that I have outside. And since the soil is going to be hydrated, I just have to wait till these cool down, and then I can put these back in the containers that are sanitized. Okay, I just washed these with very hot soapy water, and then I spritzed them with a water and white vinegar solution. So I'm going to go ahead, since these are already like damp from letting everything kind of like marinate. So I guess like the little eggs from gnats will not do well with like extremely hot water, or just hot water in general. So that's why sanitizing your soil apparently is a good thing. And then that way you don't have to add any water on top for the seed. So I thought that was kind of a neat trick that I learned from a fellow YouTuber, and I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but you don't want the soil too compact either, otherwise the root will not grow properly. And I noticed that they really compacted the soil in there, and I'm going to use this for all 4 containers, but I'm only showing you 3 right now, so because I have a lot of things I got to do today. Okay, so I am going to do, I don't want to do Thai basil. Here they are. Basil, parsley, and cilantro and thyme. So I'm going to put cilantro in the container that I asked for, or that it came in, sorry. And I'm only going to do a couple. I actually grow this outside too, so. And I don't want to cover it up too much. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to pop these puppies back over here on my windowsill, or you can leave these like wherever they get some light. But this one is going right here next to my avocado tree, and there is heat that rises up. I'm just going to go ahead and go through all these. This is thyme. And these seeds are so small. Herb seeds are just really small. Woo! I don't know if you can even see that. It looks like dirt. So gently, just on the surface. And then I'm going to ruffle up the surface a little bit and put it back here in the windowsill. Basil. I always tap the top and then cut slightly at an angle. These are going to go into my little organizer that, if you haven't watched my video, go ahead. But these are just a little bit bigger than thyme. So tiny. So you don't want them to get lost. I'm just going to sprinkle those over top and then ruffle it up just a little bit. And I don't need to add any more moisture because it's got a lot in there. Parsley. These ones are a little bit bigger, but same thing. I don't want the seeds to dry out, so. And there you have it. Look at that. That's all it takes. Always keep some good quality seeds on hand. Organic is best, obviously, or you can repurpose your own seeds once you let them dry out. And I can show you that this coming fall as well, and when they start to bloom. All right, everyone, thank you for following along today. It was a short video, but I figured if you're trying to really cut back and save money, I feel like everyone is nowadays. Great way to repurpose and reuse something that you already have. And you can even use different cups. You can use like plastic cups that you may have at home and just put holes on the bottom, like those solo cups, or even you know, other containers. I know a lot of people are wanting to stray away from plastic, but it's a good way to like reuse and repurpose and use what you have. I am again in zone 5B Iowa, and I just put it next to the windowsill that has heat that rises, and so that way I can water it little by little every day, and it's getting the maximum amount of sunlight. And this right here is actually going to be turned into my seed starting area here in a little bit. And that'll be on your next video that you guys watch coming up. I'm going to show you which seeds I'm going to be starting in the beginning of February for Zone 5B Iowa, which is, you know, middle of Iowa, and also into Minnesota, because I'll be planting up there at my parents' garden. So I need to make sure that I have the seedlings timed out correctly for the frost dates and everything. So follow me on this journey to help save money for my family, my neighbors, and anyone else that is interested. I'm excited to share all of my thoughts and my journey with you guys. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you guys stay safe out there and have a good day. Bye.